Alright, we're locking in pretty fast here. I believe Cottey will be running double duelist here. This would be their first time so far in the season. They've got ESAP tree on Viper. I'm trying to remember how often they've played controller. They're running double controller on Haven, which would let them get a lot of pretty good map control, especially with this KJ. I imagine they'll probably set up C garage here. They've got the sky as well, which will just, it's really good flashes all around. We're locking in pretty fast here. Now, Cottey will be starting on Haven attack side first. This will be pretty interesting for them. They've started attack so far every time this season. Nice. So let's see what their split is gonna be here. It looks like ESAP is gonna take the spike. Now I wonder if they're gonna do the average 5-man push A first round. You know, that's pretty common when you see that. They do have the raise here, so they could do a rush. That Astra could prove to be pretty problematic, though. It's common for Astras to suck and concuss the entrances to main sites. Oh, yeah, they got a star side of long.
There.
It looks like they could be anticipating a peek here with this sky. And see, this KJ set up here in garage, and Viper wall's already up. This is a perma smoke.
There.
Pardon me, not a perma smoke, a long smoke by this Astra. It's looking like Viper's wanting to set up some lineups. This is a fast rotate over to A. Cottey's gonna have to start making some moves here. Hopefully you get a pick, you know. But yeah, that KJ's anchoring B side, staying in range of her util, so you know, if they decide to rotate out, she can just detect them and everyone can rotate. Just kind of throwing shots. There's a sky dog. Yeah, it looks like Buffalo Beanie, the race player, is kind of caught in a hard place, but this guy is low health. She's a huge pick by that Phoenix, but he unfortunately gets picked off. And this guy gets the blind and sewer. Viper's already on C, taking ult orb. She's trying to make some moves here while the other two are still stuck on A. And there's a plant. It looks like they're gonna plant for long here. Let's see, they've still got a Fate Dog and they have Haunt ready to detect from main. They use Sage Wall, but it would be pretty easy to break through. There's a star set up for long. It's likely gonna be a smoke. It's a full smoke. The Sage unfortunately gets picked off immediately. Their smokes go down, but Raze gets a good pick. She uses the satchel. Big comes in for the assist. Harbor wall goes up. They're kind of stuck here.
Last player standing. Bring them down.
She's got to move. Oh, unfortunate, but a long round for Cottey. They got their picks.
Oh,
Close,
no,
close.
You don't deserve my inventions.
Looks like everyone pretty much used all the util. Yeah, they used Sage Wall, which was a big credit buy, but they got 3 picks, which is really it's great for a first round. Look at how their buy is. They've got Spectres. They got a Guardian up mid watching. It looks like Phoenix is gonna swing this. We'll see what happens. Pretty reliable in a gunfight, but against a Guardian, we don't know how this will go. Doesn't get picked off. Fantastic from the up. And they're just kind of, they're more A-sided again. The Fade Haunt doesn't catch anything, kind of falls in a bad spot. And they've got their Phoenix lurking up garage. Phoenix sees the turret, takes some damage from it, and he knows that the KJ's watching. Stuck between a rock and a hard place, and unfortunately the rock won. And we've got Viper lurking up here. It looks like Harbor only has a Sheriff and a Stinger. Could take this long fight with Viper, but the Classic could win out here. And they're all kind of playing back right now. They need to watch out for a flank. This Harbor could push up fast. It looks like that's what's gonna happen. Oh my gosh! Harbor takes some significant damage, but unfortunately, just with the Classic shots, couldn't
30
take
seconds
out
left.
the Harbor. They need to swing together here, but Harbor puts down a wall there. The Last
player standing.
Sage gets picked off. Race has got to make it. Unfortunate, but
They should stop playing checkers.
next round is our rifle round for the Comets. Let's see what moves they can make here. We've got Fade buying a Spectre, probably. It could be Bethany's tight corners on A, which is the site they seem to favor at the moment. Astra's got a smoke for window. Cottey can't see that until about 5 seconds until the wall goes down. And they don't know that there's a star there, but see, they're looking to do a C push here. It's somewhat unprotected. They've just got an alarm bot. That'll give a lot of information for the KJ. They put the wall up, they put double wall, alarm bot's down, but Harbor immediately walls the triple. Viper's stuck in a molly. You see, Phoenix is already pushed up, has so much space, almost gets concussed. He knows that they're... Oh, good pick.
Spike down.
Phoenix. And they're trading. 3.
Last player standing.
Fortunately, Phoenix gets picked off by the Harbor. Harbor repositions. And Fate's stuck right now. Going against a rifle here could be hard. Gets seen by the flash. And the Comets lose their rifle round, but still looking strong. Now, it seems to be that Harbor and KJ are their C, B-sided players, which is, it's a pretty standard split. Having the flash with one of their controllers is really effective. And then having this just heavy integral information on C, which is almost, it's a site you almost know nothing about, because
Are they still trying?
It's not, I won't say it's a natural inclination, but a lot of people like to push A, and having this info on C, like this constant stream, they know exactly where they're at. But Viper gets a good pick. Slow walking up, and unfortunately gets picked off by the Astra, holding a good angle. Phoenix is wanting to lurk up, makes a little step. We'll see how this goes for them. And Harbor's taking up space on the long. Could be catching someone pushing. You know, if Raze doesn't leave long sightline soon, this could end up very bad for our Comets. They've just got to clear the angle. And unfortunately, Harbor gets 2 on long, but Phoenix is pushing from garage.
Here.
Peeking for their teammates. They have no smokes. They only have a sage ball to their name.
Last player standing.
And Sage gets
Spike
picked
down.
off.
C.
4-0 right now. Comets are kind of struggling, but we've seen them win multiple rounds, make a huge comeback before.
Placing sentry.
You know, there's just uncontested KJ util here in Garage. They've got to start making moves towards this KJ. Possibly cutting her off so her utils are pretty early. Fade throws her haunt mid. It doesn't
Joke's
catch the
over!
Harbor
You're
specifically,
dead!
but they know that they're there. Phoenix has got her ult coming up fast here. Takes a couple hits, but might be able to pick off this guy. Unfortunate, but it does give them that information. They've got a Viper wall. They've got to move pretty fast. This Astral Wall comes out, cutting off all chokes. And there's a Harbor ult there. This could be very bad. The Sage gets picked off, but the Sky Sky gets picked off as well. It's kind of a standstill right now, just waiting for this Astra wall. Comets even 4-4.
Toxins going up.
Viper wall comes up sufficiently recharged. Viper has spike. Astra can just look. Oh, jump peeks are Phoenix. Phoenix is watching the Raze
Careful now.
comes out there mauling Astra up heaven. They do not want her to push out. They've got two playing hell. Phoenix has to be careful. They have no armor and another Harper wall fight.
Going up.
Astra walls, but it smokes, pardon me, but it's not quite enough. She can't jump down freely.
Yeah.
One big,
Last player standing.
and unfortunately, they fall like dominoes.
My ult's ready. Oh, was that important?
So now we've got a Jet ult here. Comets has a Viper ult to work with. This could be very interesting. They have yet to push B head on. They could be looking for a split here. Some are lingering seaside, but see that there's the garage here. This could be the time they can test this KJ ult, but they need someone to be split on the other side.
Anyone have funds to spare?
You know, it'll be very easy for them to figure out if they're full on rushing a site or not. And it looks like Viper is going to use their ult this round. They have a Judge and a Frenzy, which would be very good for these close corners they're playing.
Here.
And, we've got Raze pushing Garage. He sees the turret, doesn't immediately shoot at it. Viper has yet to put up her wall. And Harper, oh goodness, good pick from this KJ, Deimos from Bethany College.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade
Uses a
out.
swarm grenade. That could be good for Cottey's post plant. They don't have sorry. They won't get interrupted trying to plant. They take some shots in garage. They don't know that Sky is this far pushed up. Phoenix spots him, but there's a flash that comes out. Viper gets blinded, but Phoenix can still see perfectly fine. Sky ults. They're getting picked off on long.
I'll find you.
And unfortunately, the Phoenix gets picked off. Pushing the Sky. Goodness. Pushing the Sky with a Judge.
Last player standing.
Unfortunately, she
30
cannot, but
seconds
she
left.
Took a lot of damage.
Spike down. Attacker spawn.
I think at this point, Bethany knows that
We move
Viper
as a
is
unit,
their
okay?
spike carry, which
Last
is good
thing I need
information
is
to
some
know. If you
hero
see the
messing
Viper
things
on the
up.
site, then you know that they are wanting to plant there. It would be, as you can see now, Viper's carrying the spike once again. This looks like a light buy for Cottey. You know, they're still holding on to this Viper ult, but now they have Raze ult. They can make a lot more moves with that. They can play pretty aggressive. And it looks like Raze is wanting to contest Garage here. There is a star for this. They're pushing fast. Jet does not get picked up in that moment. She's low. Unfortunately, the Raze does go down. Sky's good for 2. Could be good for 3 here. Depends on the...
One enemy remaining. Spike down mid.
Be
Good
at peace.
kill from Sage.
I have this spike.
It might be a little tough for her to bring it back, but the least she can do is just relax. Kind of damage, but it's alright. And Sky gets a 3K. This is Citrus.
These
from Bethany
parasites
College.
aren't going to take one step past this place.
Yeah, Cottey really has to switch it up here. You know, they've got Sage Res, they've got Phoenix ult, they have 4 ults at their disposal. It's looking like Harbor,
Right
they're gonna
there.
push up fast. Now they've been doing this, they did this on B last round. They've actually done it on B a couple times these last rounds.
Wave crashing.
They've still got the Sky Astra playing A. And Jet's taking a lot of space against Cottey. Cottey's just kind of, they're sitting here. Sitting ducks, if you will. The unofficial mascot of Cottey. Jet spots Viper, but Viper wins the gunfight. They Sky Flash. Viper backs off a little bit. Viper readies her wall. You know, they've only got this guy sitting on site, but Astra's repositioning fast for Heaven.
Joke's over!
There's a lot of vision
You're
that can
dead!
come from there. This Phoenix is ulting.
Flash!
Hopefully it can, it does not reveal anyone on site. They've all backed off.
Welcome to my
Viper
world.
ult comes out. She's got to be careful here. She could get sprayed through her smoke.
Initiated.
Go down, but the KJ ult comes up. Can anyone
Placing
contest
swarm
this?
grenade.
And if Harper pushes up fast on the raise, she gets picked off. Viper gets caught in the KJ ult, and smoke goes down. Gets picked off by the Astra.
Last player standing. Enemy.
Unfortunate. Bethany traded 2 ults for 1 there. KJ ult was very powerful, recently getting a nerf in the last couple patches, making it more expensive to get an ult. So a player would have to either do better or get more ultimate orbs. They're wanting to do more B-sided splits, and they may catch this fast push in Garage. Harbor and Jet have pretty good synergy here. Harbor walling for Jet as she pushes through fast. Looks like Raze is gonna boom bot up, but let's see what Phoenix can catch here. Sees her! Unfortunate. Shots are traded through the smoke, but nothing comes out of it. They've dropped Spike, ensuring that nobody dies in a bad spot with the Spike, forcing the play around such a bad positioning. But we've got Raze picking this Jet here. That's a good pick for the Raze. She still has all her utility besides her boom bot. This guy's pushing him fast. This guy uses the ult, but since they're all chasing towards the direction of the Sage, she just gets him immediately. She's taking a risky fight with the Sage here, but Viper comes for backup. That's a great pick for Cottey. Cottey wants to profit off of that. Astra repositions the Heaven quickly. This is her favorite spot here. He put some stars in preposition, but
Face your fear!
with me.
Toxin screen down.
Now Viper doesn't get picked off. That was a good
30 seconds
reaction
left.
to this action of Heaven. Now they are all Heaven sided. Viper gets concussed, but they don't know that Sage is playing in this corner. Unfortunately, she gets concussed and picked off. It's a 2v2. They are trading kills. Viper's extremely low.
Last player standing.
Unfortunately, can't get a pick, but this. Let's see what Raze can do. Raze still has ult.
One enemy remaining.
Close round for Cottey.
Diffusing.
A little victory dance for the
We
Astra
defend
Blade
this
Jacks
place.
from Bethany.
We defend this reality.
Now I wonder if Cottey is gonna call a timeout here. It seems like it's well needed, but we're getting towards the last couple rounds of the half. No, it's the still same split for Bethany. 2-2-1 about. And another 5-man save.
Let's go!
For Cottey. There's 3 of them are full buying, but 2 still have to save. Phoenix anticipates the fast push. Harmon's hit a couple of times, but just repositioned fast. Damo's shooting at the wall, hopefully trying to wallbang this Phoenix. But Cottey waits patiently. Viper's taking up space here. It would be hard for her to peek without using smokes of her own, but the slow peek. And unfortunately, Fake gets picked off the long. Viper cannot trade the
Spike
shot
down,
from
C.
Jet. Their spike is down C long. Raze is slowly going to go get it. Probably expecting Jet to push up fast. This is what she's done the last couple of rounds, and we've got Phoenix taking up more space. Sky heals up there, KJ. And the dog comes out. Dog spots Phoenix on B, and Harbor uses a wall in response. Astra Star goes down. Raze is kind of sitting here, not really knowing what to do, and Phoenix can pick it off. It's just these last two here. Sage does have res to work with, but
30 seconds
the
left.
only teammate she has to res is in A main. It would not provide smokes for their A site, which is... There's a lot of vantage points they could get shot from A without smokes. The Raze nade comes out. They have to plant here soon. They need 4 seconds to plant.
Last player standing. 10 seconds
Headshot
left.
through the smoke.
Flawless.
Bomb grenade out.
These are some good picks, some good plays we're seeing from Bethany. But unfortunately, Cottey cannot work off of it. They're looking to do a full-on C push now. We've got the KO working out spray. Great character. Brimstone too. Maybe Jax is a fitness fitness connoisseur. Unfortunately, Viper gets picked off immediately. They need to trade this pick out. It's looking like they're getting ready to res. She seems a little anxious. We're probably rightfully so. They know this. She's still watching the angle. Phoenix gets picked off.
Your duty
Sage
is
walls
not
the rest
over.
of the Viper. They have smokes now, but they're missing one of their kills. It's just Viper and Sage.
Got him.
Sage takes some damage from the Skydog, also concussed, but is not pushed up immediately. There's a suck coming from Astra. This will make them vulnerable. They take more damage. They're scattering.
Last player standing.
And another round for Bethany College.
Last round before the switch.
Cottey's have got one more chance on attack to take a round from Bethany. They have a full buy this round. The only player not full buying is their Sage. But they've all got rifles, which will hopefully, with playing around, you know, some strategy and some good gunplay, they can get this. They know the Astra Star is there. They anticipate the immediate suck, waiting for the Astra to peek them. Possibly trying to pick off the Sage again. Jet gets a kill.
Spike down
A.
A.
She's low. Has no vision. But it's
Joke's over! You're
their
dead!
knives. Phoenix ults in. They just barely miss each other. He's taking fast space, and he can't get a pick out of it.
Spike down A.
More get picked off. Wall goes down, and Phoenix almost gets caught.
Last player standing.
That's done.
Yep, this
No charges left.
A KJ Molly comes
Going
out.
up.
We've got a Phoenix wall that goes up here, so we can gain a little bit of health, but Spike is on site. You know, Phoenix has to play around this now. It'll be tough when they have someone watching all possible angles that they could come from. Harbor seems to be doing a flank from Seaside. Or simply waiting.
30 seconds left.
Not a bad play, but odd. With Spike being on A site. Repositioning, takes a couple shots with the Astra.
Careful now.
KJ and Astra have watched this angle together, and unfortunately, yep, can't get it. 12-0 currently for
Switching
Bethany College.
sides.
Now,
Match point.
Cottey could do better on defense. They have pretty massive defensive capabilities. Viper is often considered by some players to be a controller sentinel hybrid. She can hold down sides almost entirely by herself, using mollies to maintain space, block off chokes and the smokes, take so much vision away. And they've got a Sage. Now all 5 are stacked on the same site. Perhaps this is their strat to go together, but they see the Astra Star in garage, and Cottey is anticipating this C push. Phoenix gets the pick. Now Raze is low. They're all rotating to A. Bethany College is on the move. There's no one to contest them besides the turret in CT. They know Cottey is following them. And Astra placed down some smokes. They're almost playing defense again with this positioning. They're playing back. They're playing further in CT. And Cottey slowly takes back space. That looks like Raze is on. Unfortunately, Raze gets picked. He's a haunt. He's slowly losing players.
One enemy remaining.
This guy is one, and unfortunately that is a loss.
Attackers win.
First game. begin with Bind. We see the same Sky pick, the same Killjoy pick. Now they're swapping it up a little bit with Brimstone and Raze and Sova.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of the same picks this time, coming from both sides.
Almost an identical comp from Cottey. We'll see if they run the Raze again or if they swap it up.
Interesting to see. Maybe Bethany is thinking they've got it down now. Maybe Cottey's thinking they can bring it back on the same comp, and that's,
You know, yeah, their Phoenix has a lot of confidence and, you know, is a very good pep talker. You know, hopefully they've gotten, they've talked a little bit in between. Now we've got Cottey on attack again. As I said, their Phoenix is very confident, you know. Yub, also known as Lucy, she takes really fast fights. She swings with confidence. She is already, you know, she's expecting someone to be there.
It's pretty impressive to see our team have been doing so well.
Yes. She, I believe, is the highest rank on the team right now.
Never,
you know,
never give up, right? Always. You have right now.
Exactly, yeah, you know, I myself have been trying to hit the rank ladder, but it's very hard. It's very mentally taxing sometimes, and I appreciate Lucy's mental fortitude for that. You know, and this flashball goes up, I think they're expecting a short play. You know, Brimstone's watching the angle, but, you know, Phoenix is picked off immediately.
Up on the fight here. Seems like it was underway there, but both sides have backed off for the moment.
Brimstone still watching that short angle. Another smoke goes down, another one way if they want to play aggressive here. Now, the Raze nade comes out.
Toxins going up.
Raze can't quite see Viper and they can't quite see each other, but they're staring right at him. Unfortunately, Viper gets picked
Spike
off
down
immediately,
A.
but they can just trade a pick here. You know, this KJ util has gone uncontested. Raze
Last
almost
player
got the 2
standing.
there, and it's just Fade. Soloed out alone. Bethany looking like piranhas in a fish tank. Swarming towards their next meal, which is Ella.
Looks like the first match.
The first round.
The first round goes to Bethany again, and maybe we'll see the repeat similar to what we had last time.
No, I believe. I believe.
I'm not saying I don't believe, but
You know, Bind was out of the competitive act for a little bit. They've made some minor changes. Actually, not to Bind, but
Placing swarm grenade.
Bind is different from its beta iteration.
Placing swarm
They did
grenade.
make a couple of changes,
Recalling
and then
my
they took
box.
it out of the competitive queue to add in the new map. See, now Raze is playing hookah with a judge, but Cottey's Raze is doing the same. The KJ alarm bot comes up. She's prepared. Good pick by their races. They trade races. Can they profit off of this? The Skyhawk comes through teleporter, and their spike carrier's playing back. I wonder what is. There might be possible technical issues. Why isn't their spike carrier moving?
maybe we'll see a timeout called here.
I imagine so. This. Oh,
That's what this is.
all right.
Sometimes you just forget to plug those mice in, you know?
Let me tell you, I don't think I've actually plugged in my mouse ever. I think it's just been wireless.
You're able to do that.
Yeah,
You got it pretty fast.
I know. I've definitely probably made someone
30
super
seconds
sad.
left.
Wonder what is going on.
Body's playing slow. Yeah, this is unusual.
Is this a new strat they've devised, or?
They're playing it out to the last minute. You know, they're trying to leave all opportunities open. Now, Citrus picked off.
Maybe they were trying to psych him out.
10 seconds left.
But Cottey won't get onto site in time. Their spike player's still in the back.
Going on.
Dropping spike.
No charges.
Could it be possible that their Fade player did not know how to drop spike?
Maybe, you know, we're seeing a lot of new team members. on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
team, but
The Cottey esports program has doubled in size since almost tripled since last season, and this growth is amazing, especially at a small liberal arts college such as Cottey. You know, there's not a lot of women in the esports world,
yeah,
and I've
0.25%.
yes, you know, and I myself have had not great experiences in Valorant, especially. It's kind of the unfortunate part about FPS shooters, and especially women in the esports, is that they aren't really treated well. And
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not too good at Candy Crush either, so I don't know how accurate these stereotypes can be sometimes.
now we've got
Toxins
Raze is
going
playing
up.
towards TP, and it looks like the Sofa drone catches Viper. They know she's playing long. They are waiting for her to push up. And they're taking shots off of Hookah. Cottey is just stuck in this web that Bethany College has created for them.
Flash!
But Viper gets one pick on the... Oh my goodness, they have traded picks. Viper gets picked
Spike
off
down B.
from Garden.
That Captain Brim goes down though.
Yeah. 2-3 right now. We'll see what kind of moves
Last player standing.
Unfortunately, has to jump out with the judge, no other options, and Cottey loses round 3, but
They've been doing better until maybe this is their strength.
maybe, yes, maybe, you know, I believe
Can I
they
get
were
this?
waiting for, they were waiting for Bethany to push up on them. This comp is very different, though, than last maps. They don't have the jet. They do have the race, which you can still play pretty aggressive with, but they don't have the double controller. So they're not using smokes to push fast. They don't have the harbor wall to walk with. They're just playing very differently here. Now it looks like they're going B again. They're waiting for this. They keep getting caught in a hookah. Or this Raze. She's playing with the judge against, and they hear that. They are not going to want to push that. Previously, Cottey played against a team that used almost entirely shotguns, so hopefully this has created some discipline in our Comets in checking corners. Now, Raze is slowly peeking through the smoke. The smoke goes down, and they're sitting ducks once again. Viper trying to get some vision from Garden, and her wall now down. But Phoenix is taking space up A. He's got to watch out for this Brimstone though.
Going up!
Almost gets picked off. Goodness. Gets sprayed through the wall, but traded. It's currently a 4v4.
See me, Pike Bear, go all the way across the map. That's very interesting.
30 seconds
One
left.
after the other.
Yes, they're trying to take A now. Fade taking the TP. They're having this fight through lamps. Almost kills Sky. Unfortunately, it's picked off though.
Spike down A.
They don't have time to kill all of them
10
now.
seconds left.
You know, can Sage get it in time?
Last
carrier
player
is down.
Unfortunately,
standing.
gets picked off before she can get the plant off. And gets picked off by the Heaven player. Now, I think Cottey had the right spirit there. I think they were just expecting for all of them to be on B. I think maybe they weren't anticipating the lurker players. They saw the Brimstone Molly and the Skyhawk come from TP on A,
Alarm bot out.
and maybe
Placing
expected
swamp
that
grenade.
rotate to come fast. Cage is setting up once again, and they're going B. I think they're a little nervous to go A straight up, since the first round. Yep, almost got immediately picked off.
Looks like they're trying. But looks like Bethany's got
Bomb buddy out.
Raze unfortunately picks off Sage.
I'll find you.
And then the nade comes out. Sova and attempting to catch the Sova.
Toxins going up.
And Raze is good for a 2 on Hookah.
Last player standing.
They're
Spike
tough pick
down
here.
B.
It's just, yeah, before, but does not get the 1 tap. No, I'm thinking, I really hope that Cottey is going to call
My
it
smokes
out
can
here.
block the enemy's line of sight.
I think they just need a moment to cool off, but you know. They are one till Raze ult, which is huge on Bind, in fact. There are a lot of small rooms that people play in. But besides that, they are only working with Phoenix ult. Everyone else is 3 till ult besides the Raze. The Skyhawk comes immediately and Raze peeks, but doesn't get picked. It gets smoked off. Actually, Cottey can't see who's shooting at him. Phoenix and Viper taking up fast space again on long. You know, this works fairly well for them, but they can never profit off of the picks they get. See, they're playing very quietly.
Spike carriers down.
I sprayed through the
Spike
smoke.
down B.
There was a tiny hole in the brim smoke, which allowed for Viper to get picked off. Now that's their smokes. They grab Spike and just spraying again to get a third.
That's 3. My ult's ready.
Yeah. Cottey is
Last player standing.
it's slow.
Spike down B.
Sage gets a pick, but Sky made thirst for this ace here. You know, you don't see aces that much already in game, but seeing an ace in a collegiate match is
30 seconds left.
I believe Sage is getting a little scared.
Kind of getting pointed.
And the ace, not stolen, but I imagine that Sky is probably a bit peeved by that.
Not get the ace, but you get the round.
Yes. I think maybe that is the most important thing right now to Bethany. I mean, yeah, they haven't given up a round yet, but there's always that chance that, you know, a slight misplay, you know, or Cottey gets spike planted and they don't have enough time to defuse. I think Bethany doesn't want to take any chances, even for giving your teammate an ace. That's an immediate Sky ult. Both players blinded on long and
Spike down A.
Raze gets 2. Now Phoenix is ulting short. Brim backs off. Brim's just can't get anything out of the ult. Sage watching her body, but she's gonna get
Last player standing.
Phoenix gets one, but unfortunately Cottey wins again. It seems like when they don't contest the KJ, she just sits there.
Yeah.
She's jamming out to her gun.
Time out.
That is certainly true. I think
Placing alarm bell.
I'm a little bit ashamed to admit this, but I own all 3 champions bundles. So I have all 3 guns and they
Placing
all
swarm
3 play a
grenade.
different song. So I also will jam out. Now there's an immediate smoke here, but they're making a lot of noise on A. You know, I would have expected them to play a little quiet and catch Brim and Sky, who are their anchors, their lurkers, if you will. The Skydog comes with showers, sees Phoenix, and Raze is rotating really fast on Cottey.
Grenade!
Raze has no satchels, and Cottey's very shower-sided. If KJ wanted to, she could take a TP or throw a molly through TP. And Raze is slowly pushing through their spawn. I think Fade might get caught out here. She needs to look to her left.
Welcome to my
She doesn't get
world.
caught immediately, but does ultimately get picked off. But the Viper ult comes out. They're currently 4-4. And The Raze ult lowers the Raze's health, but doesn't do it
Will
completely.
not kill my ally.
Viper's caught out. She does get one pick, but it's just her and Yub. They're stuck here. They're
Last player
She
standing.
does not get the pick, even with the dink from the judge. Is this a little bit of trolling from Sleazy? Possibly.
Alarm bot out.
Hey, Bethany wins another round. I will say they are playing fantastically. It's just Cottey, they tend to group up very quickly. They're not splitting. And I think Bethany sees that a lot. They know if they see one, they see all five.
Yeah, and it seems like they're having trouble coordinating when and how fast to push it.
Yes, yes. And it's not that their flank watch is bad, but they are getting picked off a lot by their flankers. They're just not winning these gunfights. And sometimes that's just a skill diff. But
Satchel out.
I think in this case, Cottey is just a bit distracted. I think they need a break. Satchel comes out, possibly trying to help, but gets picked off by the Odin. Odins are commonly used by controllers for spraying through their smokes, but Brimstone's just spraying through a wall. Now Sky has this space up, grabs ult orb. They are caught right here. Fates know that they have a flicker. Just cannot stand still. They lose the gunfight, but flip to KJ just sitting on site. But they're slowly walking through showers. Bethany is definitely expecting
Spike down
picks
A.
off Viper, and Spike is slightly in the best.
I have the spike.
Showers is spammable, and Sova is
Satchel out.
trying his best to pick off a little bit of those. Gets a little bit of damage,
Last
but
player standing.
Brim's on there long. The stim from Brim is just—it's too much with the Odin. Odin has the largest
Is
magazine.
everyone's
in
tech
town.
still working? Double check it, please.
But
Like I always have hope.
I
am a big
have
believer in
hope.
hope. And
I think-
I have seen them come back from a lot more
yes,
straight.
yes. So I think Cottey just needs one, and they'll get the ball rolling.
Yeah. It's like Sisyphus. You just need to start uphill.
Yeah,
and then you get.
They're currently pushing the boulder up, and let's see if they can get it over. And yeah, they're gonna have to keep pushing up. Gets the pick. Oh my gosh, Viper gets multiple.
Healing you.
One enemy remaining.
Just one from TP. This could be what Cottey needed. Viper's quickly rotating over to A. Let's see, Sofa's trying to match that speed, but he can't. Even with how fancy his fan is, he can't get over there in time to stop the
Spike
push.
planted.
To stop the plants. This is exactly what Cottey needed. They've pushed it over. The ball is rolling down.
Toxins going up.
Sage walls off TP.
Let's just one out for him, man.
Yeah.
Maybe Cottey does have one in the bag.
This confidence that Cottey has is
Toxin screen
insurmountable.
there.
This is, even if they lose the round, they have this. They have this.
Yeah.
You know, Sova isn't seeing much. He won't have much time to pick off all three, and you know,
One enemy remaining.
Concentrate, Sova.
He doesn't have time. Sage needs to stay. And Sage gets it. Cottey has it. They got their one. This is what Cottey needed.
Dude, this is what I'm talking about.
You
You gotta have
had hope. I no, but you had more hope than I.
Yeah.
You had more hope than I. That is for sure.
competition.
And you won. And my opponent is Hydrogen, IGL for the Overwatch team at Cottey College.
I think collective hope is what's important.
I think collective. I think they had hope in their hearts, and we had hope for them.
Yeah.
And Coach had hope for them, and maybe even Bethany.
I have your back.
And
I
hopefully
think-
the fans.
Hopefully the fans. Hopefully those watching from home. Hopefully you had hope for Cottey too, because we did.
Those at home or those on campus,
Yes.
we
yes.
welcome all. You know.
You know, you have to support your comments,
Yeah.
even if they are playing. And unfortunately, Phoenix can't get the pick on Raze. She satchels out. She has no utility. She's used her bomb, she's used her satchels and her nade. She just has to get another pick to get that game back. But
Can we see if they can keep up the previously seen momentum,
I
or
think they need to.
or is it just a one-off?
I have hope.
I have hope.
I have hope.
I have hope.
See, they might get chicken. Sage gets picked off by their flanking Raze. They know that others will follow. One takes TP, but Raze is alone. She gets one pick. She gets one. Brimstone doubles back.
One enemy remaining.
Picked off by the KJ. She was stuck between KJ and Brimstone.
Toxin screen
Now,
down.
in lore, those characters are very close, so maybe these players have reflected that bond that those characters have.
See if Ishak Junior is
Unfortunate, but Cottey knows they have one big member
they've got an arm, which is
My ultimate. Don't even start that shit here, mate.
Last round in the half.
This is the last half. It could just be that Cottey is going to do better on defense. It is hard to get through that KJ's defenses. It is hard to push through a Brimstone smoke. And you constantly have Sova darts, Sova drones coming at you. It feels like you can't hide. And they'll just know. But, see what Cottey can do here.
sometimes you just gotta face your demons head on.
Exactly. And
they
I'm
can do that
thinking
this round.
it looks like Phoenix has a Marshall was anticipating the fast peak, but Raze ult comes out immediately. They might be for Raze, but they're pushing fast. Sage has got to be careful here. Doesn't get one, but let's see what they can do here. They need to look behind them. They know Raze is behind
Last
them, but
player standing.
and Viper is left alone again. East side tree. They're gonna get the ace here. I believe. I hope, but they just look at this. That they're so
Flawless.
It's picked off. Looks like they just weren't ready for the quick push there.
I don't think so.
Switching sides.
I think that Bethany saw that they had 3 ults in the last round. They were just gonna push it. But they used the 4th ult. They used that KJ ult towards the end there. We haven't seen a Sage ult or a Fade ult yet. We've seen a Viper ult, we've seen a Raze ult, we've seen a Phoenix ult. I think they need to be popping these ults. It's looking like Fade and Sage are gonna play B. Sage Wall is pretty big. It looks like that's what they're gonna do here. Sage Walls are pretty big for B. She can wall off Hookah, she can stop a push. And they also have assistance from the Viper wall coming from TP on A side to B. It's looking like they're hearing how fast they're coming up, but I don't. Smokes come down. Raze Sappers like they're breaking the wall. They are on site. They are running. And Sage is left alone. You can get a pick here. Unfortunately, he gets picked off.
Spike
Cottey's a
planted.
Fairly powerful weapon. Cottey is
Anyone out here, or are they kind of pushing the ball back down?
Last player standing.
they're
Long.
I think they can get one.
Match point.
Oh, almost
If not,
cool.
it's not 12 more matches.
Yeah, I think they will bring it back.
I think they could. I wonder. They are forcing against Bethany's force, which would be the play here. Pardon me. This is last round. They have no reason to save. They want to buy up as much as they can, and they have the Sage going back B. I think the Sage wall was good. They couldn't hold the site as well as they thought they could. Raze going with Heaven. I don't know what that was, but
Poison orb remaining.
Loosen up.
it's 2 and this is the first player.
One enemy remaining.
Can't hit Sage, Carl the Lime is forced to rotate fast, but
Man, poor
I'm
Sage.
scared. I don't think that this judge play is gonna be. But gets it. Reloads, needs to heal. And unfortunately, Cottey was another, but
Attackers
they got
win.
Their one.
They got their
They
one.
got their one, and I am proud of them.
Yeah. That was the last good round.
So I think Cottey, they've really been working hard now. You know, the match is over, but you see, their Sage and Fade player had never played Valorant
Yeah.
previously. This is their first game, in fact. Cersei is their Sage
Pig
player.
in what would have been a very intimidating moment is impressive.
Yes.
Been able to have the confidence.
Yes, and they, you know, their spirits were still high. You know, even though they lost one, I think they did a great job.
And I think we can celebrate this.
I think it's a celebration. Even though we lost the game, it's still something to
We still
celebrate.
got plenty more games.
Yes. Exactly.
That's all for tonight. To our lovely fans
Yes.
and fellow students
Yeah.
and everyone else, thank you so much for tuning in. We had a great time.
Yes. Not only was this Cersei and Ella's, pardon me, Ella C's first game. We have 2 Ellas on our team.
Yeah.
This is not only their first game. This is my first time commentating.
Yeah, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you. You had hope.
I always have
You
hope.
had hope.
But thank you, and everybody have a great and very fun night, and we look forward to seeing you again at least next week. But we also have a very fun tournament on the horizon this weekend, so keep up to date with our social media and everything and your players to see where maybe you can watch from there.
Yeah.
And good night, everybody.
We love you, Cottey community.
Yes, signing off.